3 days of darkness. Embrace it. 3 days of darkness. I love it. 3 days of darkness is actually where the power lies. You will be distracted from the true things that activate your dormant abilities. 3 days of darkness is now. 3 days of darkness changes who you are. And there's a very big difference in the energy when you voluntarily do it or when it's put upon you. Either way, 3 days of darkness changes who you are. 3 days of darkness gets you to where you need to be. In this world, we're bombarded with all different types of frequencies, toxins, chemicals, distractions, subconscious programming. You have to shut it all off. Shut it down. Everyone write it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. 3 days of darkness. Just shut it down. Arlene. Thank you, Arlene. I appreciate you. There is a difference when you do the 3 days of darkness yourself. You know what's coming. You know what's coming. Do you know it? Let us know in the comments. 3 days of darkness is coming one way or another. The micro and the macrocosm, and that's what we've been focusing on. You know, we've been sharing that you have an understanding the importance of the shift that we're all going through right now. This is a portal season. This is a window of opportunity. Don't allow opportunities to pass you by. Embrace 3 days of darkness. It's coming no matter what. On my journey, I've done 3 days of darkness. Like no problem, kid. And we're going to be discussing that today. But you could run, but you can't hide from 3 days of darkness. And a lot of you are seeing this right now. The earth is already quaking. This earth will shake like never before. And no matter what, if you haven't done it, if you don't know, now you know. You know. 3 days of darkness is coming. It's going to be part of your everyday life. This is the message that everyone needs to hear right now. Whether you're watching live or on the replay, could you kindly smash and obliterate the like button so that 1 million people can get this message? Because we are all embracing 3 days of darkness. We're not fearful of 3 days of darkness. We're not concerned about 3 days of darkness. We say, bring it. Everyone write that down in the comments. Bring it. Bring on 3 days of darkness. We need to go directly to the source. You can't go directly to the source. I know. You got social media, you got the TV, you got your people reaching out to you, distracting you. You will never find yourself. You will never find the truth. In order to find the truth, pay attention, because this is actually the most important part of the message. There is nothing beyond this. There is absolutely nothing beyond this. That is why there's a power in the 3 days of darkness, whether you do it yourself voluntarily or you're going to get caught up in the big 3 days of darkness for the first time. I would rather do it on my own first. The only way to get to the truth is to go directly to the source. And that's what we have the 3 days of darkness. It's a reset. This is not, I think that, and on my journey, I've been learning more and more about this. This is not something that's new, okay? Like there's a prophesized maybe global or world 3 days of darkness. Again, the micro and the macrocosm. But when you look through the course of time, there is a power, a very deep power in this universe that will be activated in the 3 days of darkness. During this time, you detox from everything. You can sit quietly with God, go directly to source, and there and only there will you find the truth. Period. That's the only place you're going to find the truth, is when you go directly to the source. 3 days of darkness. Do it voluntarily. On my journey, I've done it many times. People approach 3 days of darkness differently. But there have been times when I really needed to level myself up. I shut it down. There's no social media. There's no TV. I saw it on TV. It's got to be true. No, I don't watch. I actually don't watch TV at all. I watch, the things that I watch. I partake in, watching sports and stuff. But the TV, don't watch it. Don't watch the fear porn. Don't watch it. Stay focused. Do it yourself voluntarily. You shut off your social media. You shut off the TV. There's different levels of fasting. You do what resonates with you. But when you fast, and you could, if you want to go for 3 days, if you want to do intermittent fasting, you could do that. I've done it. I did it for a long period of time. Those that have been on the journey know what I've done. For great change, you got to put in great work. There's people out there that, just unicorn and rainbow it away. It doesn't work that way. Happens occasionally. But there's an intersection. You have to find the intersection where there's hard work, dedication, with the power of positivity. Things just don't happen. Happens like that. It's not an everyday life thing. If you're new to the channel, the name of the channel is Our Everyday Life. So these are the things that this is how we approach life. This is how we approach life. So this time, and we could see it. We could see the marking in the skies right now. This earth is being shook like never before. And we know the 3 days of darkness is coming. So, how are you going? What is your perception? This is literally the most powerful message for the right now moment. Please hit that like button so people will hear these words. What is your perception of 3 days of darkness? You're going to see some people out there. Ooh, the fear, the spookables. Ooh, it's so scary. Ooh. So when you listen to people like that, then you might have some fear going into a situation like that. You have negativity connected to that. Or are you viewing the 3 days of darkness as meditative? A meditative time. A time to strengthen yourself. People that are doing the work, right? Inner work. They go through, no problem. I actually don't even have any social media stuff, right? We're learning here on this platform. We do the same thing on Patreon. I'm trying to grow the TikTok as well. I have a TikTok. You can go head over there. But the same thing. Staying motivated, educated, and empowered. Motivated, educated, empowered. Write them down in the comments. 1,000 people. Motivated, educated, empowered. That's what we focus on in the 3 days of darkness. You shut the social media. I don't have time for gossip. I don't have time for bullshit. I don't have time for that. I don't have time to watch other people's negativity. I got time to do me. I have time to build a kingdom. That's what I have time to do. A lot of you know me for a while. Some of you are just stumbling in. It's good to see you. Jane, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Jane. That's what I have time to do. I have time to build. I have time to teach. I have time to lead. I don't have time for drama. Save the drama for your mama. That's true. It's a true story. I don't have time for it. Okay? I don't have time for the nonsense. So in this world right now, it's very easy to get into that. You know, you're going on social media. You're taking in that fear. You're taking in all that craziness, right? You're taking in that negativity. You see it on the TV as well. You're taking in that negativity. You're taking on that fear. You have to really understand negative energy and positive energy. Okay, we educate ourselves on this, especially our empaths that are in the room. Okay, are the empaths in the chat? Know this. Have a knowing. Okay, we all want to help, right? And then there's people that they're part of our lives. But when you are shut down, the phone is off, right? The TV is off. Maybe you're sitting out in nature. Maybe you're sitting on a beach. Maybe you're going up on top of the mountain. And you're partaking in this attitude of 3 days of darkness. That's where you're going to find yourself. You can't do it. When people are reaching out to you, negativity, fear, guilt and shame, that's the point of 3 days of darkness. Because everyone thinks they know. Everyone thinks they know out there. So this is an expansion of consciousness. We all follow free will. Everyone has a voice. So how are you going to navigate this? You have to cleanse this. Got to have a superior sense, clairsentience. Discernment. Got to be at 100, kid. Write that in the comments. Discernment got to be at 100, kid. That's where it has to be. Discernment's got to be at 100. And I'm sharing, I'm telling you this already. Okay? We know what's about to happen. You feel it. We're only a few days away. I did this ahead of time. Voluntarily, so I could deliver this message, so that I'm on point ahead of time. Please remember, for all of our lives, linear time, throw it out. Look at it as windows. And if you missed last night's live stream, check that out. Okay? You might be feeling something a few days ahead of others. Some people feel it today, and some people a few days later. But there's a window of time. There's a divine plan. Why? And again, it's always been this way. Why do some people get it first? Because that's your divine timing for that season. I encourage you this. And if you deny it, listen, everyone has their thing. God has seasons for us. Know your season. Write it down. Know your season. Right now, we have a season for the world. And whether you like it or not, 3 days of darkness. Go right to it. 3 days of darkness, whether you like it or not. When you're a kid, right, and your parent comes with the medicine, here comes the spoon, right? Here comes your medicine. Sometimes we don't like that medicine when we're a kid, right? Ugh, but it's going to be helpful for us. So maybe we won't like to lose our social media. Maybe we don't want to turn everything off for 3 days. But when you take it, you feel better. So some people will have the medicine administered to help them out. Or there's also preemptive, medicine, where you are taking the initiative to detox and cleanse the body, so you don't have to get to that point. So as I stated earlier in this lesson today, I feel it's always best to do these things voluntarily. Be preemptive. Elmer BM, thank you so much, Elmer. I appreciate you. It's unicorn magic. I love that, actually. Thank you so much for that. Unicorn magic. I appreciate it. Now, we're going to get some unicorn magic now. There is unicorn magic, okay? This is divine. We all work together. We come in for the lessons divinely. There is unicorn magic out there. But in order to get there, did you cleanse the temple? We've been cleansing the temple like never before. If you're new to the channel, go to the channel page, check out the week's videos. Get your house in order right now. CC, I appreciate you, CC. Thank you so much. So when you deal with negative energy and positive energy, and please pay attention to this, your positive energy, like this is honestly what happens a lot of times. Now, if it's in short bursts, you could be positive and be careful of your energy, keep moving forward, okay? Help people. But what happens is negative energy, okay, they could siphon away from you and dump all their negative energy onto you. And then you have to have your cup filled up first. That's why I'm telling you right now, this is such an important message. You know the time, you know the season. Some people say, oh, you know the time, you know the season. Know your seasons. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Not those seasons. The seasons that God put you in. Know your season. And this is very helpful, you know, and I wish I knew this earlier, because then I wouldn't waste so much energy. You can't force things. Embrace it. Go with the flow. Write it down. Go with the flow. Embrace 3 days of darkness. Go with the flow right now. Embrace detoxification. Embrace disconnecting from the matrix. Embrace it. It's not easy. Remember when Neo disconnected from the matrix? Said, oh, my eyes hurt. Never used them, kid. Never used them. Okay? You have to embrace it, because it's not easy. It comes with a lot of pain. But what do we have to do? We have to be disciplined. Take ownership. Any success, this is success. So what we're doing, we're taking this spiritual aspect of life and we're bringing it to the mainstream, so we could understand it on a deeper level. You need to take ownership of things. It's not going to unicorn and rainbow itself away. But you will bring unicorns. There's literally unicorns and rainbows showing up everywhere right now. But how did we get to the unicorns and rainbows? We had hard work. We had dedication. We had resiliency. We had consistency. Unicorn Magic, I appreciate you again. Queen of Netherlands looking for her king. Yeah. The queens and kings are rising right now. This is a time. You get your crowns going in the chat. Embrace it. Okay? How do you can lose yourself. Okay, so there's all these programs. Oh, but you have to be on, and literally, more you detox, you're starting to see this. Oh, you have to be on social media. Oh, you have to watch the nightly news. You have to, like, it's these, and so what are these things? These are subconscious programs. Okay? So there's a lot of things that are changing, and we are embracing the change. When we all embrace the change together, regardless of our background, it's going to be a beautiful transition. You have to flow with the, if you're holding on and the current is pulling you, it's very difficult. But when you flow with it and you ride the wave, it's an important place. So you might need to figure out your life. There was a time period. I went beyond 3 days. And again, I did not literally sit in a dark room, but I will share a story about that in a minute. There was a time period for like, it was like a week or longer. I really was in a place where I had to restructure my, like I was at a dead end almost. What do? I'm lost. Sometimes if you're getting this message, please smash the like button if you're resonating and it also is helpful so people will get this. If you are lost, that's good. I know that sounds good. This guy's crazy. If you have gotten to a place where you are like, I'm lost, and you're conscious and aware of this, that's beautiful. So during a time period, there was like over a week, I could not listen to anything else but just like solfeggio frequencies. No words. No words. Sad and quiet. No words, light warriors. No words. Just the frequencies. Because I had to figure shift out. I had to figure it out. And the only way we could figure it out is with God. And again, the more distractions you have, the distractions could come in the workplace. The distractions could come from a relationship with the narcissist. The distractions can come from anywhere, really. But anything that carries vibrations of fear, guilt, and shame, the more we cleanse, we get into 3 days of nothingness. Like just floating in the ether. We're floating in the ether. That's where the power lies. Jill, I appreciate you. 888. This is the abundance here. I appreciate you, Jill. Jill writes, the only way out is to go within. Beautiful. And the only way we can go within, the only way we strengthen the connection to source, you must go directly to source, period. There's nothing else. Okay? And again, here I'm sharing from my everyday life journey. What'd you do, Mike? What'd you do? The most power when I unlocked all the dormant DNA, all the dormant powers, all the abilities, the awakening gems, all that stuff. Alone, quiet, process things, listen to the word of God. That is not always spoken word. And those that have sat alone in 3 days of darkness, you know. So, and again, I know my limitations. I know how I approach things for my life. Sometimes we could also be the work in progress and the masterpiece simultaneously. And sometimes we totally shut things down. So I've done 3 days of darkness. I'm prepared. Are you prepared? Let us know in the comments. Right, I am prepared. I'm telling you this. Number one, there's nothing to fear. Zero. But what happens is, and we saw this back in 2020, when people were forced to sit by themselves, they started freaking out a little bit. Did you notice that? I was like, I was doing nature hikes anyway. I wasn't going to the club anyway. I wasn't doing these things anyway. It was no problem. So that's why it's going to be very different for some people are going to just be like, no problem, no problem, no. And some people are going to struggle. So that's why I'm telling you, like, if you're preemptive with things, it's better than waiting till the ailments come out and then you have to hurry up and find some medicine. There's a different energy vibe behind that. Different energy vibe. You know, there is, so you say, what's real life evidence of this that we could maybe look into? There's a guy, Aaron Rodgers. You might know Aaron Rodgers. He might be watching this program. We'll have him on the show one day. I would like to interview him about this. So Aaron Rodgers, and this was a very public thing. He's a world famous quarterback, won the Super Bowl, 4-time MVP, right? But he still shut his life down and sat in darkness for 3 days, like literally sat in darkness for 3 days. Now, authentically on my journey, I did not do that. But that's the level that you could take a detox or a place where you clear your mind. I have my own routines and rituals. I sit on the beach alone. I go through all this. So what I'm here to share with all of you, there's no one correct path. Everyone says, oh, there's only one path. There's not one path. However, that theme of shutting your life down, of getting rid of the distractions is key because you're going to find the truth. When you are bombarded with and you got the gongs and the things flashing across the screen and the distractions and the nagging and everything else that could be thrown into your life, everyone's story is different. I cannot express to you the power of the 3 days of darkness. Now, we know humanity is sick. It's on life support. So God administers open wide, right? If your dad comes with the big spoon of medicine, here you go, son. Here you go, daughter. Here's the medicine. Here's the 3 days of darkness. Yeah, 3 days of darkness. Are you happy? Some people are thrilled. And then some people are out there, ooh, it's spooky. So again, you have to watch out for spookables and heffalumps. Remember Winnie the Pooh. And Tigger too. That was the most wonderful thing about Tigger's, was that he was the only one. Be original, kid. You learn. We could learn about our everyday lives through Winnie the Pooh. No, but seriously, that's where you're going to find yourself. 3 days of darkness. Alone. Take the medicine. The honey, the raw honey. The raw honey cleans you out, right? So God is administering the medicine. And the world needs, as humanity is on life support, the world needs. And you could, if you are conscious and aware, you've cleansed yourself, you detox, you're looking around. And I'm telling you this as well. There's levels and layers to this. Like I went through an awakening, full video on the channel page, signs you're having, another awakening. See, you awaken once, and then there's levels. You have to go through the different levels. You're like Super Mario. Then you take the warp zone. Then you get the superstar, and then you keep moving forward. You're seeing that there's problems. This is not right. And you see people are actually suffering for no reason. A lot of it is when you're in the ego. So, and it's no one's fault. It's the subconscious programs that were given to people in the world. 95% of the day, you're running off of subconscious programs. So you have to be very, 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 and one more very, just for good luck, conscious and aware of what you're consuming. Who you allow into your life. What will you allow into your life? Because 95% of the day, those subconscious programs are running. Who's writing those subconscious programs? Who's giving you those subconscious programs? And the more that you sit by yourself, that's where you can break free of all that and start again. Start again. 3 days of darkness. It's time to start again. So you're going to see a lot of stuff out there. People, predictions, it's going to be on this day. You need to be afraid. So again, there's nothing to be afraid of. But if you go back, and again, so where's the evidence? Look at how people struggled in 2020 when they were, oh, I can't partake in some of these things. And listen, take out the accountability. Like even myself, like I have done it. Do I want, oh yeah, sure. I'm just going to sit there and not have any connection, maybe to the internet, no TV, just sit. You don't always want to do that. I get it. But sometimes we need the medicine. You know, if you do a detox or a fast or a cleanse, some things we don't, oh yeah, I'm ready. I want to do that. Sometimes we don't want to do it. But sometimes it's necessary. It's needed. Some of these things are needed. And 3 days of darkness is needed. Mylene is going hiking after this video. Tremendous, yeah. What will you be doing? Let us know in the comments. It's about knowing the season and knowing we, through our free will, are going to put our best foot forward. I know I'm so grateful for all of you. This channel is growing tenfold right now. I'm grateful. Please hit that subscribe button, the like button if you're just stumbling in. If you're new, appreciate that. But those that have been here, right, we knew that 2024, so we're only in April right now, right? And look how far we've come. Look how much of the year we have to go. What did we say back in December? What was this year going to be? Is it playing out before our very eyes? Okay? You'll know them by the fruit that they bear. Oh yeah. We're seeing clearly. The seeds that you plant today will not bear fruit today. So we have planted seeds maybe in the past 6 months. It's harvest time. But again, there is no finish line. So we're always planting seeds. We're always harvesting. I'm harvesting this from 5 months ago. Planting seed. Right now is a time to really focus, because then we're going to have a really bountiful harvest this summer. Oh yeah, baby. This summer is going to be blazing hot. Yeah, it's going to be blazing hot this summer. Did you know that? Yeah. There's fireworks in the summer. I love the fireworks in the summer. The sun is blazing hot in the summer. Sweating it out on the beach. And those that have been on this journey see this. There is no finish line. Plant seeds. Always plant seeds. Always harvest. This is going exponential. This is why we're going tenfold right now. Everyone hit 10x in the chat. 10x we're going. And it starts with 3 days of darkness. Sometimes you got to flatline. Sometimes you got to go to 0. 0 point. Get to the 0 point. Getting quiet. Have 0. 0. You're my hero. 0. Like they taught you that in Sesame Street years ago. Okay? Right? Sometimes, no, 0 is your hero. Sometimes you have to have a time period of 0 where you are sitting. It's just you and the source. You go up to source. Talk to God. Figure it out. Then you figure it out. There is such a power of this. And that time frame of 3 days, we've always heard about 3 days. This is something that has always been here. It's actually a way of life. That window of time of 3 days, that is the time period that is required to really get to that clean slate. Find yourself. There's something you're working on. And again, you will not always find every single, like your entire life. I know it all in 3 days. No. But there's something, and you know it. I know there's people getting this message right now. There's something in your life, and you're like, I'm there. You hit that 3 days of darkness. Boom, there it goes. Yeah, there it is. There is such power. That's why, you can't go for the fear. People are going to make you fear through, the 3 days of darkness. I'm like, yeah, kid. 3 days of darkness, man. I love it. I love that shift. Yeah. No, I love it. It's part of our journeys. And as you could see me, and that's why, I'm here to hold that frequency for this new earth that we're headed towards. We're getting our brothers and sisters on the timeline. If you're here for the brand new timeline that we created here, could you please hit that like button so people will be on that brand new, it's a brand spanking new timeline. A lot of people didn't see this timeline coming. Oh yeah. But that's why we're here to be creators. Creators create. Can you imagine? We're creating a brand new reality, a brand new world, a brand new timeline. But the seeds, they're planted. You're giving birth in 3 days of darkness. Sit quietly. You're going to find it. Oh yeah. We're all going to find it. Be focused. Put your best foot forward. Remember, free will. You don't have to do anything, actually. I encourage everyone on this channel. It's free will. You do you. I'm just here sharing about my journey. I know where I benefited in my life, and it's my honor and responsibility as I am obedient to God, His High Commander, to make the lives of others better. And the only way that we could do that is be authentic and do it through free will. Because that's where we're going towards. There's no more illusions. We're leaving that old age. We're going to the age of Aquarius. But they even made a song about it. Did you know they made a song about it? The age of Aquarius. Yeah. I appreciate you, Nick. I appreciate everyone in the chat. Peaks and valleys. That's our everyday life. I could sit here today, and I always want to be authentic with you. I want 3 days of darkness. Like people don't, but when we hear it, and I could sit here and be authentic and say, you know what? My life's better because I went through these little time periods of being quiet, going to 0 point, relying on only going to the source. There's power there. Not going to someone else out there. Listen, God works through people, so people are sent into your everyday life to help you out, assist you. But if you go about your life seeking help from this, oh, this is going to help, and you're not going directly to the source, that's where the problems are going to lie. Okay? When you go directly to the source, and we're able to do that in 3 days of darkness, shut it down and start again. This reality is about to change, and it will never be the same again. And so it is. If you find this message interesting and you would like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people, and please share with one other person, because when we all share with one other person, we will rapidly grow our 5D community. I'm grateful for all of you. Have you gone through 3 days of darkness personally? How do you think the world will handle remember, the micro and the macrocosm, okay? A 3 days of darkness for the entire world, okay? Getting to that point where we have to go within. That's what 3 days of darkness is about. It's about going within, sitting in the darkness, and then you have to really bring, you're sitting in the darkness, so now you are the light. You are supplying that light. You are getting stronger, right? It comes deep from inside, comes up. That's where the strength is. Okay? Sacred heart radiates out. 5,000 times greater than the brain. 5,000 times greater than the brain. That's the sacred heart. Leave a comment. Please hit the like. Share this. Everyone share. Everyone collectively share. We're going to cause a massive shift with this video. I know it, because a lot of people, your life will change in the 3 days of darkness. It's coming one way or another. So sometimes we should voluntarily do it. It'll make it a lot better. Then you start seeing clearly, and then one thing leads to another, and then all of a sudden you're in happy vibes. You're on the brand new timeline. It's better than ever before. Check out the channel page. We had a very powerful week on this channel. If you're new, it's a great way of catching up. Just go to that very first playlist on the channel page. Let's get our houses in order. Let's put our best foot forward. Let's get ready for abundance. Let's get ready for love. Let's become the person that we came here to be, the best version of ourselves. Embrace the Most High, the truth. Let's go straight to the top we're going straight to the top of the scale now. I love you all. We'll be back on tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern time, every time here. If you'd like to check out Patreon, you could either just join or become a member. They have many different things there. I have TikTok. Head over to TikTok. Check them out. We're growing. We're expanding. We are all born in the 3 days of darkness. And this momentum cannot be stopped. It only increases and expands exponentially. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going. Love you all. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.